Welcome to Lodi Academy. In this video, we will discuss about Oracle Tablespaces. This video is for you can say beginner to medium level, because in this video we will discuss about the basics and the detail about Oracle Tablespaces. So first we will see what is tablespace. It is a logical container that groups related sets of Oracle data. Means any kind of data can be saved in the table spaces. You can think of it as a logical storage unit within a database. Each table space can contain multiple data files. It can be one or many as per your requirement, and table spaces you can manage like by your choice, by your requirement. You want to differentiate some data in some different places. For example, you want to store some specific sales data in separate table space, and you want to save some kind of customer relation database data in separate table space. So you can do that easily. You can create two table spaces with multiple data files, and you can save your data in those table spaces. So by the name of the table space, then you can differentiate that this table space is for what purpose. What type of table spaces are available? So there are some permanent table spaces which store data that persists beyond a session or transaction. Examples: system tablespace, SysOx, and users. System tablespace stores core database metadata, which is data dictionary. As you know, data dictionary tables are available to see the default values or data Oracle core setting values, or you can see many there are many purposes of the data dictionaries. For example, you can see your constraints, your indexes information, many things you can see from data dictionary views, session informations. So this all information stored in system tablespace. SysOx is auxiliary tablespace for system related objects. And users, it is default tablespace for user created objects. For example, if you create any user and you don't mention any tablespace, so default tablespace will go as a user's tablespace for the normal user, and its objects will be created in the user's tablespace. So application specific tablespaces means created for specific applications or user needs. As earlier I told you that you can create your own table spaces for different kind of purpose, sales, CRM, any other kind of data you want to save. Indexes you want to save in separate table space, you can make separate table space for indexes, for example. So these will be called application specific table spaces. And there are some temporary table space. It stores temporary data used during the execution of SQL statements. For example, sorting, joins. Oracle basically uses this temporary table space by default. So data is typically deleted at the end of the transaction or session. It means this data will be deleted automatically at the end of the transaction or session. So which type of undo table space? Another type is undo table space. It will store undo information for transactions, enabling rollbacks, crucial for data consistency and recovery. Undo table space by default is available. Means when you create database, Oracle will create one undo table space for you as a default. But as per your requirement for some huge databases, sometimes you need to add more data files, because tablespace undo tablespace one is enough. Because you can add multiple data files. Oracle data file size is maximum limit is 32 GB in latest databases, and this 32 GB, when if it finished in undo tablespace or in any tablespace, then you have to add another data file. In some cases, in huge databases, sometimes undo tablespace is full, because if it is having like one file or two files only, and sometimes if huge data transfer or huge you have huge insertions, updations, deletions, then it will be full, so you have to add another undo tablespace so you can continue work, because all your updation, deletion have, for example, if your update or delete have impact on millions of rows, then you will need huge data files in the undo tablespace area, because its main purpose is to store the data until it is committed. After that it will overwrite definitely. So it is very crucial for data consistency and recovery. Another type is Bigfile tablespace. It can contain a single very large data file suitable for storing large objects or database. On Bigfile tablespaces, it represents a significant advancement in how large databases manage storage. So the key concepts are like, I will go in little detail for Bigfile tablespace. So key concepts is traditional Smallfile tablespaces, like before we discussed. Those tablespaces consist of multiple data files. Each data file has a size limitation, as I told you, it is 32 GB, and managing a large number of data files can become complex in normal tablespaces. But in Bigfile tablespace, they contain a single very large data file. This simplifies management and allows for much larger storage capacities. They are designed to handle very large databases, which is, you can say, VLDBs. So one of the benefit is simplified management. Fewer data files to manage reduces administrative overhead. Operations on the tablespace often replace the need to work with individual data files. Also, it increases storage capacity. Bigfile tablespaces can accommodate extremely large data files, enabling the storage of vast amount of data, which means it's also reduced overhead, because they can reduce the overhead associated with managing a large number of data files, such as space in the control file, reducing the amount of SGA space required for data file information. So there some key considerations are there, like performance. Proper tablespace design significantly impacts database performance. Storage management. Optimize storage allocation and growth for efficient space utilization. Security. Implement appropriate security measures to protect sensitive data. Notes: this is a simplified overview. Oracle Tablespace Management involves many advanced concepts and best practices. And for Bigfile tablespaces, basically they are well suited for large databases and data warehousing environments. Oracle's Bigfile tablespace provide a more efficient and scalable way to manage large amounts of data, particularly in modern database environments where data volumes are constantly growing. Here you can see the relationship between database, tablespace and data file. So basically in one database you can have multiple tablespaces. In one table space you can have multiple data files. Okay, you can use Oracle naming method while creating data files, or you can give your own names to your data files. So how you will create a table space? The syntax you can see: create table space name, data file. Here you will mention your data file name with the path, and after size keyword you have to mention the size, and optionally you can define auto extend on next increment size, max size, or you will give the size. Here you can see the example. Here all parameters are filled, data file location is mentioned. If you don't want to mention, then it will be given from Oracle managed file system. It means automatically Oracle will create the file at the default location. This size means starting size. Size 10G is very huge, means immediately it will take 10G space on the hard drive. So this is not recommended actually. Best practice is start with the 100 MB, very small, because you have this parameter auto extend on next. Auto extend on next will automatically take space when needed, when required. So also next 1G is very, means not a good idea. Next 1G, why 1GB immediately take you can take here also 10 MB, 100 MB. So whenever you need, it will table space need to be extended, it will take 100 MB or 10 MB you can mention here, and maximum size unlimited will take also maximum 32 GB. So you can mention here 10 GB, 15 GB as your requirement, or you can leave it as max size unlimited. Modifying, how you can modify? So these commands will be used for the various modifications like adding data file, resizing data file, changing the auto extend settings, taking the table space online or offline. Online offline means normally by default it will be online, but you want to temporarily close this table space so no one can use this table space, so you can change its status to offline. So offline will be like switched off, but it will be there. There you can see the modification command: alter table space, add data file, and same parameters in add data file you can mention auto extend and everything. You want to change auto extend means alter table space, this auto extend on next 512 MB, maximum size unlimited. Like this you can change your parameters. So dropping, how you can drop a table space? Simple command: drop table space name. It will be enough, but you can mention parameters like including contents and data files, cascade constraints. Very dangerous parameters, use them very carefully, because including contents and data files removes all objects within the table space and deletes the associated data files from the operating system. So you need to use it with caution, very carefully. If you mention contents and data files, it will remove data file from your operating system also, which is a bad idea. For example, if it is a critical database, I mean by mistake you define this, or you if you are using Toad, you click on this option, it will delete from OS also. Cascade constraints: drop any referential integrity constraints that refer to primary or unique keys in tables within the table space. Important considerations before dropping a table space: ensure that it no longer contains any critical data. If you have critical data, move it to another table space. Move those tables to another table space. It's a very simple command. You can alter table, move tablespace to different tablespace. If you omit including contents, the command will fail if the tablespace contains any objects. Be very careful with the and Datafiles clause. As I mentioned earlier, it will delete from the operating system files. Okay, you can omit this portion of the command. So file tablespace will be deleted from database, but file will be present in the OS level. So you can recover if you want. It is always wise to take a backup of the database before performing any drop commands. So here drop tablespace syntax is also mentioned. Drop tablespace name, including these parameters are optional definitely, including contents and data files, cascade constants. Hopefully you understand the concept of tablespace and data files in Oracle database, and thank you for listening. We will meet in another video in near future. Again, thank you, and please share with other people. Till then, bye bye.